all editing stations, the first editing station is completely convertible and collapsible. One of the things that we really want to do is stress that it's not just a video editing station, but it's also a viewing station. So here we have just a monitor set up with a DVD VCR. If somebody's working here on the editing station and isn't using any of the components to the viewing station, then feel free to check out or give them the viewing station if all the other viewing alternatives are used. One of the key things to make sure is if somebody does go to video editing and does need to use the VTR, what you want to do is make sure that you have the audio wires switched back to these gray and red plugs actually symbolize that it is still connected to the monitor. To move it back to the VTR, what you want to do is unplug the gray and red and swap it for the white and the red. And that will allow sound to go through the VTR. In order for the VTR to work, you want to make sure that you have your DV wire plugged into the back where it says DV out. And then you want to make sure that you have component cables plugged in the correct way. So it's going to go white, red, and yellow. The other thing that you want to do is make sure that you have the VTR on and that the input line is in the center. You don't want to have it to DV or S-Video. You can either have the remote on or off. The remote is available for anyone to use and is Velcroed to the side. So now what I can do by using the VTR is take a VHS, put it into the VCR, and then I can launch any type of program that I want. iMovie HD, iMovie, Final Cut. Final Cut is the ideal, but if you're juggling a few different programs and you are using Final Cut at the same time, Final Cut can be a huge drain on the system. So a lot of times we actually do imports through iMovie HD. It's a little bit longer of a process, but it allows us to continue to work and edit in Final Cut at the same time we're importing another movie. So what you want to do is make sure that it is now showing the no signal sign from the VHS player. Once it's doing that, I can then just hit import. If it's not saying that, then I'm having some problems with my connection. And here is the graduation of 1992 that we're importing. Once it's completed, I can then stop it. I can move it into edit mode. And then I can just share it out. And what I do is I always share it as full quality. And then what I can do is take this into Final Cut and do some advanced editing to it.